Hey guys, you guys may have heard of Bluon, but I can guarantee your techs have. We got 170,000 of HVAC techs on the platform right now. It's the highest rated, most loved app in HVAC. And we've been doing it for 5 years, figuring out how to make techs more efficient on the job, in the field, with information and data when they need it. We've taken all of this experience, over these 5 years, this education, tech feedback, tech interaction, and we put it all into a new platform that's built specifically for contractors. We call it Bluon for Business, and it's all about one thing: giving you and your team back a lot of time, hours and hours of time every week, back on the books, more billable hours, more jobs, more profit, more revenue. That's what we're about. Okay, how does it work? Well, we're gonna go through 3 examples of how this time gets back on your books. Number 1, which is pretty straightforward, but it's pretty powerful, right? Your guys roll up onto a unit, they're at a job, they're at a site, they're running into model number X. They gotta find the manuals, the error codes, the troubleshooting guides, the part specs, whatever it might be. They gotta find the documentation for that unit to get going. That's gonna take them 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how they're going about that. Well, with Bluon, they roll up, they punch in the model number, and boom, there's all the information they could ever dream about. And what's really cool is it's completely brand agnostic. Whether on a Train, a Carrier, a Rheem, a Rudd, a Samsung, a Fujitsu, a Lennox, a JCI, it doesn't matter. We've got it all. Anything that's been around since '85 to today, you betcha is gonna be in there. Okay, so that one's pretty straightforward, right? We all know you guys are wasting 1 or 2 hours, maybe 3 hours a week per tech on getting this data. Well, that's gone. So imagine how much that does for your business. Okay, let's look at time suck number 2. This is when your guys are in the field, they're staring at a unit, they got a problem, they need someone to call, someone to ask a question to. Could be confirming something, could be getting basic instructions, could be getting an answer to a problem, could be making sure they do something before they hit the switch. Whatever it might be, they need help. So who do they call? Well, if it's like most shops, they're probably calling you or your service manager or another tech, or God forbid, they're calling OEM tech support and waiting on hold for 2 hours to get some guy reading a script to give him an answer he can't use. This is what happens across the industry every day. So at Bluon, we've created 2 ways to solve this problem in real time, both of which are industry best. Number 1, we've created an AI. So if you've heard of ChatGPT, it's similar to that, but we built it from the ground up, and we built it on the backs of 50,000 tech support calls that we answered with our team. It's pretty much seen any question from any tech on any situation you could possibly imagine, and it brings that wisdom into bearing for the AI to grab to give back to your tech. What's really amazing about the AI is it speaks Spanish. So your guy can literally click a button, just ramble into it in Spanish, and out comes the answer in Spanish. Amazing. Guys are going crazy for it. Number 2, in the event that they need a deeper understanding or have a nuanced question or want to spitball a solution with somebody, they can call our live tech support. They're going to connect to one of the best techs in the industry. We've got guys with 30 plus years experience answering the phone. It's actually a live video that's happening so they can show them what they're working on. And the system is smart. It connects the situation to the right tech. So if your guys are working on a mini split or a condensing unit or a package unit or a heat pump, it's going to connect them to one of our guys who has the expertise in that problem so they can solve it together with the right information at the right time. And at the end of the day, we take all of this information, this question and answer, regardless if it's the AI or if it's the live tech support, and we give you a report on where do your guys need help, where they need training, what areas are they asking about routinely. So now you know where to give your guys a little extra information, maybe more training, whatever it might be to get them up in the game. But what's really cool is we keep the process anonymous. So when your guys are calling in, they don't have to worry about being judged or retribution or being fired. It's an open, safe space, hate that word, but nevertheless, safe space so they can ask a question and get the answer they need. But you, as the owner, still get the aggregated information of where your guys need help. So it's the best of both worlds, and it's gonna save you hours and hours every week per tech, and your techs are gonna love it. They're gonna be less frustrated. You're gonna have happier customers, happier techs, happier employees, and more profit. Okay, time suck number 3, I call this dependency on distributors. We all know the drill, right? You're in front of a unit, you got to replace the blower motor, you don't know which one. So you got to call your distributor. It's, hey, I'm working on this GSX, blah, blah, blah. I need to replace this part number. What do you got? And then the distributor spends 15, 20 minutes, calls you back with maybe an answer. Imagine if you didn't have to depend on them, but you could just type in that model number, see the bill of materials, see exactly those original part numbers, and more importantly, all of the compatible options for each of those parts. So you decide which part you want to buy. Maybe it's an aftermarket cheap part. Maybe it's an aftermarket expensive part. Maybe it's an OEM part. Your call. And you can find that part easily online or at your distributor, wherever you make, because you have the data to figure it out, saving you countless hours every week and putting the control back in your hands, which is the most important thing. So altogether, what's this going to save you, right? It's going to save you and your team, on average, 3 to 6 hours on the low per tech per week. Per tech per week. So if you got a team of 10, that's 30 to 60 hours per team per week. Let's multiply that out. Let's get a little crazy. On a month basis, that's 120 hours to 240 hours per month for your team. So what is that? 50, 60 more jobs every month in your pocket with the same team. That's all profit, right? More revenue, but a lot more profit. So that's what we're all about, putting more billable hours on the clock, giving your team the ability to make more money collectively and for you as an organization. Okay, so how the hell do you pay for this thing? Well, 3 things. Number 1, it's crazy affordable. I'll tell you in a second. Number 2, you can try it risk-free for 30 days, kick the tires, drive it around the block, beat the hell out of it. If you don't want to pay for it, don't. We'll give it to you for 30 days on the house. And number 3, in most cases, if you have a co-op program, which many of you do, it's reimbursable from that co-op program, and we do the paperwork for you to make it very easy. So effectively, it becomes free. And back to what it actually costs, what you're being reimbursed, it comes out to be about $35 to $60 per month per tech is the actual cost of the program. That's extremely affordable. If you're not making at least 25 times that more in profit as a result of this program, you're doing something wrong and we're doing something wrong, because it should be a no-brainer. So do me a favor, go down the bottom of this page, click one of those blue buttons and sign up right now. It takes like 5 minutes to sign up, super easy. We'll have your team onboarded and trained in a day or 2. They already have the app in their pocket. All we're doing is connecting them. It's extremely easy, super simple to get off to the races, no complexity, no IT, this, that, the other, no bureaucracy, just 1, 2, you're in the game, you're saving time, you're making money. So do me a favor, get after it right now, and I'll see you out there.